Here live with Oskaloosa head football coach Jake Jenkins. Coach, another week already feels like we're into the full swing of things. First week of district play. Your team 1-1 coming off a great win last week. Let's talk about that real quick. A really good way to get into the win column. What did you see from the guys last week against Grinnell?
I saw us execute on all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. I thought we got things going. A little kind of a slow start, in a couple of those, but we got her going. We got the ball rolling after a while, and I felt really good about how hard we played. And like I said, I feel like we executed offense, defense, and special teams. It was nice to be well-rounded.
You had a big quarterback battle all the way back before the end of the school year last year.
Yes.
We were talking about it. We really didn't know who was going to play until the week of the first game of the season against Pella. And the guy who didn't win that ended up, turning into a wide receiver, and Cole Henry, who caught actually your first touchdown pass of Seth Howard this season, looking like he could be a legitimate weapon offensively as well to kind of fill those holes of the Jack Moores, of the Ethan Keldermans, the players who just graduated last year. So what have you seen in that kind of rapport from Howard to your receivers, specifically Cole Henry?
Well, that's kind of funny you mentioned that. I was just talking to Jack Moore, actually. He texted me last night, and he was saying, I really like how you're utilizing Cole Henry. And I said, well, exactly. How are you not going to do that? So Jack's still a leader, even though he's not a part of the team anymore. He's still always be a part of the program. And he's absolutely right. We're excited to get him out there on the field. Cole is an athlete. I mean, he's not just a good basketball player. He's a great football player, and he's a good quarterback. And getting beat out this year, we were thinking, where could he really help us? Well, we knew right away he could help us at the wide receiver position with that matchup. And what I see from Cole going on, I see his routes getting better. He's cleaning them up. They're getting more crisp. And I see him going up with authority. His hands are becoming better. Not just he always had great hands, but he's going up with authority, and he's taking balls away from defenders. So Cole's really figuring it out, and he's figuring it out fast, and that's something we needed him to do because he's going to be a big part of our offense.
This week against Fort Madison, a team that really struggled last season. You guys put a big hurting on them at their place, but they have a new regime that is running the program, some young athletes. They haven't lost yet this season, so when you think about this team coming into Oskaloosa, they feel like this could shock the world if they're able to win this first game in district after going winless last year. What do you see differently from them this year than you saw last year?
Well, geez, first thing is effort. They're playing hard. They're together, and they're playing really hard. So their numbers went up. They got a new coach. The numbers quadrupled, probably tripled or quadrupled. They went way up in numbers, and their guys are playing really hard. They're excited. I like the head coach. I've talked with him now a couple of times. I actually talked to him last night. We touched base on the phone, and Tony Schiffman is doing a great job. So I think it all starts there, and with the excitement from the kids, and then with the numbers going up, and then you get a win under your belt, and you're like, okay, we can get something going here. And then they get 2 wins. They go, why not? Why not us? They've been waiting long enough. I'm in a lot of ways, I'm really happy for them that they're getting things turned around. But I want our kids to know that this is not the same team we saw last year. We need to take them very seriously, and we need to go out and take care of them because this is district play, and it's just huge. So we are not overlooking Fort Madison. They are a good football team.
Who are a couple of players that you feel could be due for a big game, or if they do have a big game, that would really put your team in the best position to win?
As far as on our side, we always look to our captains to make big plays, especially up front. And Blake Van Veldhuizen sets the tone offensively and defensive on the line of scrimmage. Jared Cruz is a little banged up, so he may not be playing as much as he normally does. And so look for other guys to step in his role to help out with that. Guys like Cole Henry, guys like Levi Fresquez maybe be on the field that we haven't seen early in the game yet. So we're looking to some of those guys to step up in a big way. And, of course, offensively, like I said last week, Seth Howard's going to get things going, hopefully, with his arm and with his legs. And then I mentioned Casey Hill, and he ended up being the player of the week, and had a good game. Tyler Miller, too. So we have some weapons, but you never know where it's going to come from. That's what's so fun about our offense. Cole Henry got things going for us, too. So you never know. It's kind of fun just to wait and see. And we like to spread the love. We like to be able to hit them in all different angles and not really rely on one guy. So I'm looking for a bunch of Indians to make plays tonight.
You guys did have one of your best outputs offensively of last season against this team, so it'll be fun to see that. Coach, congratulations on the big win last week. Good luck this Friday night, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks a bunch.